talk is dense, I'm trying to make sense of it. My stomach turning between its lit and the dissonance. I know some people that's feeling sick just existing here. Brain blister, been caught up deep in the thick of it. I lane switch through the fog, it's hard to see where I'm headed. But it ain't no turning back, the past is where we've been. It feel like something missing, and I've been out here on an impossible mission. My head down to myself, and I smile to stay in the moment while trying to stay up my feelings. Trying to boost my subscribers, I'm trying to maintain the vision. People that know me closest live different than what they show me. It's hard to feel like they know me when I'm just scrolling through images. Truth be told, I feel pain, but I'm on the pinnacle. Been chasing this music thing for a minute though. Know some good people that never see success, and here I am sitting worried about show appearances. With everything crazy, you still my source of peace. You filter out the lows, give me what I need. I'll give you the world, but it don't belong to me. It's feeling like it's love, if not, it's the closest I'll be. That's something that I don't see it higher than
that. What up, what up, what up, what up? Hey, we back. Woo, man, what a 2 weeks, man. We had to give us a break. We got a lot of things going on. And Easter was a prime opportunity just to reset, reload, and get some things back in perspective. And give me an opportunity to kind of like let some of the news things just kind of build up and just talk about some things. You know what I'm saying? We got Mr. Oliver Green Apartments. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, bro. It don't matter. You can call in. We can cam up. I got some news I want to talk about. You can chime in on that too. I'll see what you're talking about. I'll drop the link if you want to come in. What was that? I'll drop the link if you want to come in. Yo, what up, bro? What's happening? We here. So today what we're going to talk about, this is what we have on tap today. We're going to talk about FMCSA. We're going to talk about FMCSA and the 2023 rule. And they're wanting to put engine brakes or governors. I say governors. We're going to put governors. What is that beeping? They're going to put governors on. They want to put governors on all trucks. I told y'all, when these accidents happen, they give them a reason to push what they wanted to push the whole time. So don't be, like, oh, they tripping. It's because of us. And we'll dig into that. Then I want to talk about Illinois Trucking Company, what they call a nuclear verdict. And what that means is that they dropped the bomb on them. They dropped a nuclear bomb on the trucking company, which we'll go into that first because that's going to lead into the reason for the push. Not the reason, but the reason I'm saying that they push their laws when certain things happen. Right? Then the next thing we're going to talk about is Z, which is a container line. Yeah, Oliver. Yeah, I touched on that. We can touch on that, but I touched on that in I think that was probably about 4 weeks ago. I let everybody know that the inspections was coming down, and I was trying to get them ready for inspections. Yeah, I think I talked about that about 4 weeks ago when I did my last news edition. Yeah, I let everybody know about that. Then we're going to talk about Z's lockdown. Now, Z lockdown is that's going to be the first thing I jump into. Z lockdown is going to shake up the ports this summer because they're locking down. We're going to run through that article, And I want you guys to pay attention to that. I want you guys to just know about that. They're doing a lockdown type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Most definitely, bro. Hey, I'm finna drop the link. You can come in, man, and just sit in if you want to. You ain't even got to show your face. Just sit in while we go through these, while I go through this news. And then, but first of all, you know, I'm gonna let you tell me what you talk, what you want to say, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not gonna be on here long. I want to be on here about an hour. I know it's Sunday fun day. It's family day for most people. So I'm not gonna hold y'all long, you know. So Oliver, there go the link, bro. Whenever you ready. So FMCSA, Z. We're gonna run through this Z lockdown article. Shout out to Freight Waves. I get a lot of my news through. I don't know, Oliver. Why is it slow out here for work? What you mean in what lane? What lane is it slow? I don't know what lane you running, bro. Well, what lane? The link is in the chat, Oliver. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Hold on. We finna tap in, bro. We finna tap in. Yes, sir. Hey, I love it, man. We finna tap in. What up, Ray?
What's up, man? What's going on with you, man?
What's good with you?
Not much, man. I was looking for you maybe like 3 weeks ago, man. I got my CDLs. I got it started in 2016 in Texas.
Okay.
I was working for the city. And after I got from the city, they told me you got like 2 weeks to get your CDL. So, I just started studying. From there, I started jumping on the road. But a couple of weeks ago, I had an event, man. I had an event, what you're talking about. You're talking about governor engine brakes. So I was in Kentucky, and I guess I'm overweighted, probably like 300 pounds. I'm going down the hill, the mountains, whatever. And this my second time. I'm usually in the low range, like through Georgia, Mississippi, nothing really mountains.
Right.
But I was going down, them steep, them 8th grade steep, and I got stuck and I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
The brakes was burning out. And I don't know, maybe this would be some advice for some new trucking that's getting in the industry that may come and go through the same situation. What type of safety steps should you do? Because I see they be having like the off ramps when your brakes get so hot, you can drift off and go on the off ramp. But if you still don't know, what I've come to find out, you want to keep your feet on the brakes, and you still want to use that engine brake as much as you can. And I'm pretty sure you got some experience. And I also did, I got my endorsement, doubles and triple. I work with FedEx too. And just like you, I'm pretty sure, when you get in those steep winds, going through Colorado or the Midwest. So my question is, what would you say to some new drivers that's coming in? Because I know people, they need new drivers and they really don't care now. You even got like a lot of immigrant. I had to help a African immigrant back in to a difficult situation. You would think he knew how to do it, but he didn't. It took him over an hour and a half to deliver a load because he didn't know how to back in properly. So what are some of the tips that you can do or say when it comes to like safety or young dudes?
First of all, how long you been driving? Since 16?
Yeah, since 2016. Yeah, I'm 32.
Okay, so that means, I always compare to how long you been driving, and I say, that's like the comedians say, however long you've been doing comedy, that's how old you are in the comedy game, right?
Exactly, yeah, so follow that, yeah.
Yeah, so you've been driving since 16, so you 6 years old. So I want to say thank you first and foremost for helping that baby. Even though he's not a baby in, age.
And in years, right.
Baby in trucking, but I first of all, I want to say thank you for helping him, for backing in, because at the end of the day, it's not a lot of us as experienced drivers would even say, hey, man, I'm going to take the time and help this brother out, you know what I'm saying, to get in this hole, but they just don't know they saving us in the industry from being attacked, or not attacked, but being hit with new rules like they coming in about the engine brake, right, for 2023.
Ooh, man.
So what you're talking about when you're saying going down that 8th grade, So the rule of thumb is this: if you go up to 8th grade in 3rd gear, that's the gear you come down. You dig what I'm saying?
I did what you're saying.
Not saying that it's gonna slow you down, but that's the gear you want to say, because once you're coming down that 8th grade, you don't want to really get in stuck into coming out of 3rd gear and then trying to get in just be running in neutral, right? Because you gonna pick up speed because you got 80,000 pounds going down to 8th grade speed, right? So what I found helped me, because I used to run through California a lot over Highway 5, coming down that speed, man. Let me tell you, when I first got on that grade, it was 1:00 in the morning, bro.
Yeah,
I was probably about a year and a half in driving, and I couldn't sleep. I hit going to California from Houston. Just ran, pulled over. I probably walked around for 6 hours, and I probably slept 4. Right? Jumped back in the truck. I'm running. Boom, boom, boom. Don't know. Didn't plan. Didn't even know what the fuel stations were in California first and foremost. Right? So I'm running. Don't even know. I'm just running. I need fuel. I need fuel. I need fuel. Everything's sweating, bro. I'm talking about, I'm just, whoa, man, come on. All of a sudden now I gotta piss, right? So when you're doing that, you get nervous, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm looking for a gas station. I gotta piss. Now, luckily, I had a homeboy that was a mentor to me, even though we the same age, he been driving longer than me, right? And he my partner, so I could call him at 12:30 in the morning. You dig? And I could say, "Hey man," what this 10th grade? What that mean, bro? He said, "Bro, you mean you climbing the hill?" I said, "Man, how I handle it." He told me, whatever gear that you pulling at a consistent speed in, right? He said, whatever gear that is, remember what it is, because once you get to the top, that's the same gear you're going to have to come down in. And he knew what highway I was on. He knew, where the hills was and all of that kind of stuff. And he said, so luckily, when I got up there, it was a Flying J. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Woo, boy, do you know how fast I pulled into that Flying J?
Hey, you probably ain't had to pee no more. You ain't really had to pee that much when you seen that.
Bro, when I whipped in there,
yes, yeah.
I parked. I said, "Ooh, thank you, Lord." Right?
First thing you did, yeah.
First thing I did, I sit in the fuel line for about 5 minutes, bro, just looking around, just taking in the scenery, saying thank you, right? Then I get out, do my thing, get my fuel, get my bag, go in there, take a shower, come back out. So right now it's probably about 2:00 in the morning. I lay down. Ooh, I ain't finna drive no more until the sun come up.
Yeah, most likely.
I'm already ahead of schedule anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've been driving. Yeah. So now I get up. I say, okay, let's go. So we on the West Coast. So the time is, my time back home in Houston, we 2 hours behind.
Yeah. So, I just moved from Dallas back home to South Florida. So, yeah, I'm familiar.
Right. So now I say, okay, sun's coming up. It's kind of getting daylight. Now I can see something, right? Man, I get on there. I remember, I say, go down in the same gear. Whoa. Don't let your brakes get hot. That's what I remember him saying. Don't let your brakes get hot. He said, play with your brake. Play with your slowing mechanisms from engine brake, to your foot pedal, to your brake pedal, to your trailer brake.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
He say, man, in that gear, you're gonna have to play with those gears, so those braking mechanisms, so that you won't burn your brakes out. He say, because if your brakes start smoking and you get down to the bottom, you don't want to be in California. You don't want to be doing 60 or 80 going down a grade because that's a major ticket, right? It's 55. It's 55 all the way through California, right? So, first of all, you want to make sure you control your speed. So, man, I'm coming down the hill, bro, and I start off good, right? I start off in my gear. I'm moving, but all of a sudden, you know, I'm below the speed limit, and I'm like, bro, you know, so my smart ass, you know what I'm saying? I come out of third, going to fourth. All right, I'm good. Come out of fourth, going to fifth. Okay, now, here come the speed pickup. I'm picking up speed. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, right at the peak of that mountain.
Right, no, I'm already coming down.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. So, all of a sudden, push my clutch in, hit slow-mo, use my brake pedal.
Yeah. Start
slowing down, come out of fifth, slow it all the way down and go into fourth. Boom. Yeah. Come up off the clutch. Boom. Push in the clutch again. Push in the clutch again. Hit my brake pedal. Come down to third. I say, okay, so now it just slowed down. All right, okay, that's enough for using my brake pedal. Cause I know these brakes getting hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put that engine brake on the highest. Boom.
Yeah, on the highest one. Yeah, exactly what I did.
So now I'm kind of calmed down now because now that engine brake then kind of slowed it down a little more, right? Mm-hmm. So now it just slowed it down to the point where, okay, now I'm kind of losing speed. So I put it down to the second one, right? Then I put it down to the first, right? Then I shut it off. So I'm coasting. I'm kind of coasting down down that grade, right?
Right, yeah.
So now when I feel myself picking up speed a little bit more, right? Guess what I use next?
What's that? The trailer brake?
Trailer brake.
Yeah, the trailer brake. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Use the trailer brake next. Use the kind of
you kind of doing that so those your brakes can cool off too. At the same time, you tap it, keep tapping it. You don't want to keep down on it. Because I had a dude. I was talking to him just at Flying J. He was the same thing. He said he burnt his trailer brake or his brakes out because he had it. Like he kept it on them trailer brakes. Like he should have tapped. I was like, nah, man, you supposed to tap it, almost like using your foot. How you tap on that brake. That's how you got to do it with your hand.
And the next thing is the reason why you don't want to bring down on that trailer brake too hard is because then you'll get into what? You'll probably get into that jackknife.
Yeah, that jackknife. Yeah.
If you hit it too hard, that trailer swing on you right or left, and now you're in the real. So you just want to kind of tap on it. You don't never want to pull all the way down. You always want to. If you really need to stop, you need to use your brake pedal. So that it got the anti-lock braking system on it.
You're right.
So
the ABS. ABS.
And that computer will tell it, slow the tractor down, then slow the trailer down. You know what I'm saying? It'll do it for you. Long story short, man, I did what he said. I still kind of picked up speed going down the hill a little bit because my smart ass again. I was picking up speed, so I pushed in the clutch, turned on the engine brake, and came out of the gear because I seen that I was almost at the bottom, right? Mm-hmm. So I was going over 55, and they told me, man, them cops be down in them hills. They be clocking you, bro. Make sure. So I was finna hit 65, so I had to apply them brakes.
Hey, you been through Georgia?
Yeah, but I ain't hit them hills though. I ain't hit them hills.
Now I was saying because Georgia is just like Georgia, but the cops they be at them the state patrol. They be on top of the bridge. They'll wait on the top of that bridge, and then they'll come around behind you and come get you. So just like how you were saying, how them cops be waiting down on you on purpose. Now it's on purpose that they'll wait on you.
On purpose.
Yeah, because they know them truckers will give you money. That's why.
On purpose, bro. They'll hide out. They'll sit up on top of the overpass. They even here in Houston, as those drivers are driving 610, they'll sit at the bottom of 610. Bro, they're when you're a small town or when you're a city and you got a heavy truck capacity coming through,
Mm-hmm.
They gonna make sure on the outskirts, they gonna sit out there and they gonna make sure that you obey them laws, or they gonna get you.
Yeah, they're gonna
So
get you. Yeah.
so I hit them trailer, I hit them the foot pedal, the brake pedal hard, so I can
Mm-hmm.
come back down. So because I had already been going back and forth and all of that, I started seeing my brakes smoking. Well, they ain't gonna mess with you because they know coming down, you trying to, if your brakes smoking, they know you trying to control your speed or
Yeah,
whatever, right?
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
But my smart ass, luckily, my smart ass again, he told me don't pull over, because if you stop and your brakes cool off and they seized up, they gonna lock up. And
Mm.
now you gonna have to call a tow truck. So what I did
Dang.
was, when they
I'm
was
glad I didn't do
smoking,
none of that.
right,
Mm-hmm.
when they was smoking, I said, oh man. So I knew he was getting up for work, so I called him. Ooh, 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 ooh. He didn't answer. So I still got out with the extinguisher, because I thought something was on fire, right? You know, because like I said, I'm a year and a half in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I got to the back, he called me back. He said, "What's up, man?" I said, "Hey, man, these brake smoking. I'm out here. Got this fire extinguisher." He said, "Man, get your ass back in the truck and start driving." He said, "I told you if them motherfucking brakes seize up, you gonna need a tow truck." So I jumped back in the truck, got the speed back up to where they start cooling
Yeah.
down. He said, "Now watch, it's gonna go away." He said, "Man, just keep driving, just keep driving, just keep driving." I kept driving. They cooled off. You know what I'm saying? They didn't seed up, and so that was my experience, my first time experience with hitting a 12 degree incline and decline going through California, man.
Dang,
So
boy. You said your
yeah,
first
yeah,
time.
yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first time, bro. I was a bro. I'm gonna tell you something about this trucking thing. I love what I do. I wanted to do this. This was a way for me to leave legacy and leave opportunity for my kids, right? And so when I got in this thing, I say, if you're gonna get in it, because I had already been doing reading. I had already been studying up on it. I already was tapping into older drivers and getting their experiences and all of that kind of stuff, what to expect and all of that, right? And so when I got in it, I got in it to make money, but I also got in it for the love of it. I love what I do. I wouldn't trade it for the world. That's why my wife started the academy, Roberts Transportation and Logistics. That's why I like to teach, and that's why we started that academy, training drivers. And I don't mind giving away my experience. I do not know everything, right? Never know everything, but I know enough to get to where you want to be, and I can get you out, because at the end of the day, I ran at least 5 or 6 different lanes. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah,
Get
yeah, yeah.
because I started here. For me, I started here, right? And I don't know what your aspiration is for your license, for your career, but I started here, right? I'm driving containers. For
Okay.
me, this is here, containers, right? So I've always thought that hazmat was top of the tier pay, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's the top.
I always wanted to get away from running by the mile and running by the load, cause it was a pure hustle to me. Not hustle from the owner standpoint, but making me hustle.
See, okay. See, this is where, yeah, I don't think a lot of people understand what you're saying when you say when you want to get away from running by the mile and running by the load, because a lot of people, boy, a lot of drivers is in that consistently. So, but when you get yourself and get your title up under your belt, your endorsement, get that hazmat endorsement, things
Mm-hmm.
definitely change, man. And that's my next step right now. I got my endorsement, triples and doubles. I got my water tank license. I got my P license. Just like you, I started from the way bottom up. Just like you, I started from working with the city and in Texas. From doing flatbed with the forklift on the back of it, And then from pulling little fuel inside of the airport, because I come from aviation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. And another thing too, how I found you was on Kwame Brown, you know,
Mm-hmm.
on his show, and I was,
Oh, okay.
kept watching him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
seen you
Yeah.
pull up on a couple of times, then I seen you pulled up recently. I was like, oh my God, this is a man I've been looking for. Man, I've been looking for him to ask him some questions. And then you just came on today, and I'm like, yeah, let me talk to him, let me chop it up with him now.
Yeah,
So yeah, that
man.
was the whole thing.
Oh man, yeah, man. I'm good. I'm glad you pull up, bro. Pull up anytime, bro.
Yeah.
I answer any question, even if you just want to be a part of the topics that I'm talking about, the news. When I don't have guests on here, even when I do have guests, bro, if you want to pull up after we have our conversation and you got a question for them, hey, bro, you can cam up. My podcast is for the driver, first of all, to get his story out there. And as a matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. Because I'm off next week, you probably going to see me much more, right?
Okay, yeah.
So, you got time?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I got some time. Yeah, because I got another question to ask you too.
Okay.
Before you go into it, my other question is, I've been running into a lot of drivers that got their CDL. I don't know if you have, but they got their CDL, but they not really working as a truck driver. Like one guy I met, he got a CDL, but he at Amazon, delivering for Amazon though. And I'm like, what's going on with that? Come to find out, his license is messed up. And I found 3 other drivers like that. They're working at FedEx. They doing like the box truck FedEx driving. And I'm asking them what's going on. They're like, oh man, I got some tickets on my license. So they have to go a step down, still get money, but they have to go a grade down. I'm like, dang, I keep running to these dudes and people. How can I help them try to get back to their level? And I really don't have nothing helping. And so that's really where I kind of getting stuck at.
So the process with that is if they have their CDLA, right, and they really want to drive, my suggestion, and they got something wrong with their license or tickets or whatever, they need to wait till it drop off.
Yeah.
There's always, I'm not gonna say always, but you'll be better off. See, this is what I had to do. It wasn't nothing wrong with my license. It's just that where I wanted to be, I didn't have the experience to be there yet, right? So I had to start in containers. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I had to start in container because in my mind, the way I see it now, looking back, they're a container company or a container owner operator, people who run in containers, they will hire you faster with no experience than a FedEx, a RTL, or RNL, or Old Dominion, because those are commodities that require you to have 3 years of experience before they even hire you in, unless you go through their driver program, right?
Right.
So my advice to somebody like that would be, hey, go to a container company, go to an owner operator. They would love to have you as a driver and allow you to gain experience, right? And as well, allow those tickets to drop off, whatever that is.
Yeah, because you'll be driving with them. Yeah, you'll be with them, and as you're driving with them, that time will pass, and you'll get your money. Yeah, you get your money right if you wanted to pay it off early, type of thing.
And you'll get your experience up, because no matter if you're sitting and you got a CDL, and then you go and say, oh, well, it's been 3 years. They're not going to hire you just because you had your CDL for 3 years. They need to see 3 years of experience. That they can verify.
Yeah, that's why they go into that 10-year experience background to see, okay, you got 3 years, but what else you been doing, though? Have you been a consistent driver? You know what I'm saying? Those consistent drivers go way deep down further, because they know how to, they don't drive for themselves no more. Like me, I don't drive for myself. I drive for other people. So I see them 18-wheelers ahead. They in that third lane trying to get back over, so them state troopers don't, bother them. Right. I'm already slowing down, letting them, get over, and I'm passing them already. I already see it, like almost like a future thing, just like how, state troopers, how you can predict a lot of things, man. If you can go at least above 5, succeed 5 miles an hour, but You got to keep them 3 seconds. Keep your, keep rotating at the mirrors. Keep looking at the mirrors every 3 or 5 seconds, and that also help you from not going to sleep. Have your mind wandering, so much. Because if your mind wandering, you can doze off a little bit. But if you keep on the mirror,
that sounds like you done been through a little. I'm gonna see. What is that? All good kids like milk.
Yeah, something like I mean, in a way, but I've been driving so much now that I don't know, them state troopers, they like to sit back and just to bother you. So my game is drive for myself.
Right.
Oh, go ahead.
My question was because you were saying keep your eyes moving so you won't go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like what I teach is the Smith system.
Yes, exactly. The Smith system, yes.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. I hear that Smith system training in you.
Yeah.
And that's why
I got it in me.
When you said keep your eyes moving, that's why I was like, all good kids like milk, right? That's
milk,
the acronym.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. I didn't catch it until you said it. Yeah, that's so true though.
Yeah.
But I got it down pat. I got it down pat to I don't even need it now. Same thing with the go, get out and look type of thing. Right. I got that. If I come down that road and I need to pull over, I got my lights. I'm back and forth where the 18-wheeler can identify me. They can see me as I'm putting my stuff down. Everything safety wise. That's really it.
So real quick, you on here?
Yes, sir.
You're a driver. We know you've been driving for 6 years.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
Let me ask you, what made you get into trucking? What are you doing now? And where do you want to go with it?
Oh man, what made me get into trucking was first, I went to school for aviation, building aircraft from like the ground up, from the engine, from the landing gears, from all the schematics from the inside. And
man, what made you get out of that?
I'm still into that though. That's what I graduated from. I went to school for. I graduated. I can pull up now. Yeah, I can pull up at a private airport, show my credentials, and I can get on right now.
Boy, you got some good skills behind you, man.
Yeah. My pops, he did Morse code, for the government in the military also.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of want to get on Kwame Brown show, and let show some inspiration to the young kids, because I'm the baby boy of 6, and that really was my inspiration. All my older brothers, they've been through it, and seeing them going through it helped me not go through it. So I don't drink.
So you're Kwame Brown.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I played sports too. Yeah.
You're Kwame Brown, and what I mean by that is he had older brothers that went through something so that he wouldn't have to.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I had some. Yeah, every single brother I got, man, got shot or stabbed. Every brother that I have, from step, bro. I'm the only one. I'm the first one to graduate college. College. I'm the first one boy to graduate high school. Right. It's my mother adopted 9 of us. Out of 9, I'm the only one. So, yeah, man, I had to.
You say your mother adopted 9 of y'all?
No, she adopted 3 of us. It was 6 total, but she adopted 3 of my cousins.
Oh,
and we grew up Yeah, we grew up in one household.
Wow.
9
your
of
mom
us.
Still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive. Oh yeah, man. She writing the book. She got to listen. My mom got a strong. I'm gonna tell you one thing on here. We on YouTube, whatever. But my mom, she remarried my stepfather, and she found out he had HIV. The government, or he worked for the government. He was messing around with some hookers, and he caught HIV. My mom, she told my mom. My mom say, she can't do it. She thought about it for 2 weeks. Then she went back to him. Went down to the courthouse, remarried him. He lived on for 6 months. Now I say that to say this. It was blessing out of that. The blessing was after he passed away, my stepfather was in the military. So every benefit that he had goes to my mother now. My mother didn't know that. She didn't know about his military pensions. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even though my mother wasn't with my father, but my actual father, he was in the military too. So she didn't know about all the perp stuff that that you get from the government if you was in the military. Right. Yeah, as a spouse. Yeah. So now she's a widow, and yeah, she ripped all that now. Yeah.
Man.
So, and then hold on, you say my second question. You say my second question is
but to put a pin right there, bro.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes.
And that's why when you said that she had 6 and adopted 9, that got my ear right there. To let me
Mm-hmm.
know that you have a phenomenal mom. Because it's not a lot of women that are willing to open up their doors to, even though family or not, right? Phenomenal person, phenomenal
Yeah.
human, phenomenal woman, and I want to
Mm-hmm.
salute her for doing that. And I know it couldn't have been easy for the rest of y'all, because now I got to share the love of my mom with 3 more people. I already had to share it with 5. Now I got to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's true. And
but
she
at the,
did good. She put me in the
yeah,
sports ahead, so I wouldn't follow, the footsteps of my brother. So
right,
she forced me into the sports, and she forced me to the great debates. She forced me to after school program, to tutoring.
right.
Remember, you probably, your kids or your niece and nephew that's younger probably remember the Boys and Girls Club.
Oh man, I stayed at the Boys and Girls Club.
See what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
where they'll take field trips and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah, I was into that, and it
So
rubbed off.
what I want you to do before we get to the next question is, man, like I said, you can pull up
Hmm.
anytime, but most of all, when your mom get through with that book, make sure you come back, email me, hit me
Hmm.
on YouTube under one of the videos, and let me know, because I want to purchase her book.
Yeah, yeah, man.
and
I definitely, yeah.
and and I want to promote it. Make sure that when she does it, whenever she gets that promotion flyer up and going, where she gonna have it at, all the
Hmm.
location where you can get it. When you come back up here, I'm gonna need you to email me that, so that I can put that, in the front or in the back, no matter who sees it, so that they can go and support your mom in that book, because that is one hell of a story that I want to read.
You
You know what I'm
go ahead and say
saying?
your email so I can have it when we do when I listen to the
Okay,
playback.
I'm gonna put it in the chat, and
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
that's it.
that that way you can get it, or you can go look at the description in the video. It's
Okay,
all over there too. But I'm gonna
okay, okay.
definitely put it in the chat for somebody else. So the second part of the second question:
The second question is,
where you at with your CDL? What you doing?
right now, me and my friend from high school, we played ball down in South Florida. I was in Dallas in January. He called me and was like, "Hey man, he got 2 trucks. The other one just sitting down. It's not making no money." He said he just started up the company. He was like a year in, or just became a year. His wife do the
Mm-hmm.
dispatching, so everything like in house. And he was like, "Man,
Mm-hmm.
this come through. I fly you down if you like you first. If you don't like the first 2 weeks, I fly you back. Don't worry about your apartment." And since then, I done left, and it just been me and him right now, and we've been driving since January. We've been doing what is self power loads from Publix, Trader Joe's, a little Amazon, but most we try to get like dedicated lanes, like mostly grocery stores, and we do like the Northeast from South Florida through the Northeast. And the third question you asked me would be,
Hold on, we
what's
don't
the
want no 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 no
oh,
no
okay.
no. We're not finna skip over. This is an interview.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, my bad, I'm sorry.
This done turned into an interview. That's why I
No
asked you how much
problem.
time you got.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
You a trucker, and this
Yes,
is what I
sir.
want. I want your
Hmm.
story. I want to know, even anybody that come back through, maybe hear your story and hear what you doing, might get a little bit of nugget from it.
Right, right, that's
So you
correct.
say you got your license, you hooked up with your a friend
You're right, from
who
high school.
already from high school, who already had a
Hmm.
truck that was sitting,
Yeah,
needed a driver,
yes, sir.
and guess what? He didn't matter. It didn't matter about your experience,
No, it didn't. Mm-mm.
because you had your
That's true.
credentials. You had
Right,
your
that was true.
credentials.
Yeah,
So what lane are you guys running?
we running really power only and operated. Um,
So I know what you mean when you say power only. That means that
right.
you're doing dropping hooks.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
right. You guys don't necessarily move your own trailer. You move somebody else's trailer from one spot to the next, and you use their
Hmm.
equipment. But they're just
Correct.
using your tractor.
Correct.
So you guys are doing that for mostly grocery stores, and y'all got it, y'all leased on somewhere, or do y'all have a relationship with a shipper or a company to where you just y'all just on the board pulling them off the board?
Yeah, we really on the board right now because this is our first year in, and his wife is a dispatcher, so it's like an in-house, and she also do real estate, so she really on that loading board a lot. And I'm the same way. I've been thinking like, why we haven't really connect to no shipper or get like a dedicated lane. Like we'll get a dedicated lane. Like for instance, like for example with Trader Joe's, they'll hit us up like, hey man, can y'all do this lane coming 2 weeks
Right.
from now from Monday through Friday, and you have off on the off weekend from you'll pick up in Daytona, take it to Atlanta, Georgia. We'll pay you 1,500 flat. If it need
Say,
fuel, you'll say yeah. Hmm.
uh, email me.
Yeah,
It's on when you get off, look at the description. Email me
gotcha.
because we need to talk some business.
Hmm.
I'll shoot you my number, and then
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
another
shoot
reason
you.
I've been following you. That's another reason I've been
I'm
wanting
gonna
to connect with you.
yeah, I'm gonna shoot you my number, and then I'm gonna shoot you a link
Hmm.
so that you can so that your you can get with your friend. Cause it sounds like if you guys invest in, cause I'm telling you now, this is the time to do it. It's summertime.
Hmm. Yep.
But dropping and hooking for me is basically around the winter time when flatbeds slow down.
Hmm.
But my wife, she, we got the academy. She does all of that. Plus we got a brokerage firm,
Okay.
and if you guys, I don't know how you guys want to run, but we got some stuff that we put on the dashboard
Okay.
that
Okay. I see what you're saying.
she could find y'all consistent work. See
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Or she can
Yeah.
let y'all get in there to where you can build relationships with those shippers and all of that. And the way you do that is, let me show you, the way that you build relationships with when you go into those shippers is have a casual conversation. Find out who the warehouse manager is. Have a conversation with them every time you go back. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be
Yeah.
sign this, okay, bye, I'll see you. Man, they unloading
Hey,
your
that's
truck.
that right there. You may have to go maybe on your next podcast. How rushing as a trucker or being impatient as a trucker it could burn you. It could burn not just maybe not bridges, but it could burn you relationship. How you want to just get in and get out, or just get to the gas station, have the fuel, get on that road because you probably want to get back on real fast. And there's some good things you could be missing though. There's some good connections out there that you could be doing,
As
but
an owner,
you took it.
right, as an owner operator in an independent company, bruh,
Hmm.
relationships are key
Hmm.
to you making money. So yeah, let's when you hit me up, and then because and she can, our consultations are free,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
And she can hit my wife up, have a consultation with her, and talk about what you guys got going on, and my wife can tell her what we have going on because she have a relationship with. We had to turn down some of the stuff that you guys do with the dropping in hooks.
Hmm.
We had a guy up in Florida that wanted us to find a power only load to do exactly what you guys do, and they had about 45 loads, but because we didn't have that relationship down there with truckers, because at that point you would have to run a truck from Houston to Florida or to Miami or to Virginia to start the work. You know what I'm saying? But when you have relationships and you have truckers already in that area,
Area. Yeah.
then you can call the trucking company and say, hey, what are you guys' availability to run 45 loads from Whoop to Whoop? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know
So
exactly what you're saying.
not only am I getting your story, I'm building a web. We building a web so that connections can be built, and you don't even understand relationships between brokers, owner operators, and all that. It still has to be built, right? So I
Hmm.
appreciate. I definitely appreciate you tapping in. I appreciate you
No
coming
problem,
in,
man.
and it has been, it has gone be in my mind. It has gone beyond just the podcast. But this is what it's for. This is what I do it
Yeah,
for. You know what
yeah.
I'm
I just want
saying?
to say one small thing on that broker part you mentioned.
Hmm.
There are some brokers out there that will, I mean, that they really they just want it out. They just see a number, a big money number, and they'll send you out there. Some brokers don't know what the commodity is. Some brokers don't know how much is the way is, but they when they see that it's going to be $6,000, they just need a driver. But the driver got to be mindful of that. You got to also be why you got to be mindful of that, because that incident that happened to me, if I didn't look at my BOL, the bill of land, if I didn't look at that, if I didn't uh, look at the weight, if I didn't look at the commodity, what was it? Because if I didn't look at it, I would have been like in really big trouble, even worse, because I had to move my tires, my tandems, I had to pull my tandems up, and when I had to do my walk around inspection, I had to do a lot of things for me to uh, expedite my working ability for my weight, and I was 300 pounds overweight. It was already 80,000, and I'm going down that hill. So, and I'm asking my dispatcher, and like, do you know the weight? She don't know. So I got to go back into the warehouse. Like, hey man, is this my tires is getting kind of puffy? You know what I'm saying? That's another indicator. When
Right,
those
right.
tires get kind of
Hmm.
puffy, you know that you kind of overweight a little bit. So
Right,
I just want
right.
to say that, just be mindful. Read that paperwork. Make sure you have that paperwork just in case you get stopped anything, and
So,
take your time.
my next question to you
Hmm.
is, where do you want to go with your license? What's the end goal for your license, for you in your career as a trucker?
Man, to be honest with you, I really want to help people that look like me, man. That's dark, just like me, man. By me watching, I've been watching a lot of Kwame Brown. I've been watching a lot of pro black things that uplifting that, and I be seeing a lot of homeless people that need help out here, that need lights. Or I even see guys that be dealing with box truck, but they just don't, they can't really get to the next level. They still on the box truck route. Um,
Now,
almost
now,
like that.
let me say this. Oh, you
Hmm.
mean box trucks as working for somebody and not working
Yes,
for
like working with a
themselves?
company,
Okay,
not
okay,
working by,
okay.
yeah,
Cause
not working by yourself.
I'm gonna say now, you got some guys who own a few box trucks that's killing the game, making money, but you
Yeah,
talking about the ones that work for them, right?
yeah, and
Okay.
and those are the ones who be like, I've been thinking about getting my CDLs, and just go ahead and do it. It's people out there going that need, some drivers, man. But really, to amplify, my goal is to that amplify like my legacy, like something behind me, not just a job, not just making money. I'm not just going to stand up for money. So if I can get a high school program or a trading going on, or something, some type of just what you was mentioning earlier about academy, and put it into a school, or get with a local politician that say, man, this is a good job. Where you guys going with this? Do you guys need any drivers? How can we help? Like that's really where it's at. To try to get with it like a city. I don't know, you familiar with the Irish Mob? It's the movie called The Irish Mob,
Yeah,
and how
I've
they
seen.
start yeah, how they start off with that truck company. In the
Mm-hmm.
Irish Mob, they had a big time truck company. How they started off with the city locals. Then they started getting the city councilmen, and then they
Mm-hmm.
start getting money from them, and then they start putting like their cousins on, just really just like the mafia. That's why a
Right.
lot of mafia to the 1940s or the 1920s till this day got the same liquor store and with those same jobs and still making consistent money.
So you want to take your license, what you're experiencing right now. You want to move into helping out, uh, employing people,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
okay,
employment.
okay,
I
okay.
say employment, like local employment,
So for
city
you,
employment.
so for you, driving your homeboy's truck right now, do you have any aspirations of owning your own truck?
Yes. Oh yeah, I'm already on the route to that. As in, when I mean by on the route, I mean as in saving up, as in like sacrificing situation to save up to get one. Yeah, yeah,
So
he.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you want to approach your homeboy with this or not. Let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
a little solution, not a solution, but a little blueprint that I thought I haven't put it into play yet, but in my mind it'll work.
Go ahead, I'm
so
listening.
so you driving for your partner, and that truck was sitting right.
Right.
So your partner, if he's looking to expand, guess what he could do?
Talk to me.
You guys could sit down and talk, and he could say, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is how much I owe on the truck, or this is what I would sell the truck for if he own it outright, right? If you ask him, hey man, if you was to sell this truck, how much would you sell it for? You give your number 60,000, right? And you say, okay, being that I work for you, technically, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Uh huh. Yeah.
And I do have aspirations to be my own owner of a truck.
Mm-hmm.
How about we go into a lease agreement where you want 60,000 for it? You keep the insurance on the truck because it's still in your name.
Right. Correct.
You give me a monthly fee that I would have to pay you working toward buying the truck.
Right.
Then we just move forward with that because now as I'm leasing the truck, guess what that does for him? You're now responsible for the tires, you're responsible for the maintenance, and you're owner operator, but you're owner operator up under a DOT number.
Right. MC number.
A MC number, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on top, and then with that, he's allowing you to be a business owner. He's allowing you to see him in the business, and he's keeping money coming into the company because
And
you're
this
still
company
running
investment.
for him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and you can tell him, hey, I'm under contract with you until I pay this truck off, right? Meaning that the loads we run now, instead of me getting, I don't know what he's paying you, but because sometimes it's between the 25 and 30% of the truck and all of that.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
instead of him paying you on the 35 to 20% of the truck, now you're more on the 70% of the truck, because now you're responsible for keeping the tires going,
Right.
putting
Exactly.
brakes on it. You're responsible for anything going wrong with the engine. If you hear anything, he's making you responsible for that truck. And so now all he has to do is make sure that the insurance is on it and that you pay him whatever he decides, hey, this is what I want to charge you. And the reason why I think that that's a good method is because now he keeps a good driver in-house, and he has to know that you have aspirations of being your own owner operator, right?
Right.
Any driver, even with you, when you get to where you can have your trucks and you're hiring people, when you hire somebody, just know that they have aspirations the same way that you did of becoming an owner operator. And what better way to give them the eye to see what it takes to be an owner operator is to do it under your tutelage. And what better way for you? And what better way for you to see how to be a good owner operator is to watch under your homeboy's tutelage.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
You're a student right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're a student right now. So in order to get to where you want to be, where you can hire people in and give people chances and all of that kind of stuff, you have to be the student first.
Yeah, because I got more experience. If you break it down, I got more experience than how long I've been driving than how long they've been owning the company. So, and I say that to say this. So when we want like an Amazon load or a JB Hunt load, and they request a certain amount of money additional for the insurance because like, hey, well, you just not got your company open. So I don't know if we
Right,
can trust
right,
you.
right,
That's how the broker
right,
be talking. So
right,
can you give us additional 1,500 down for this insurance? Well, because we trust the driver. We're looking at the driver. The driver got his medical card. He got
right,
everything on file. He got experience. We just don't trust the company because y'all been
right,
open only for 1 year. So
right,
it don't be. They love me because every time I'm in the truck, I'm making sure that truck. I'm going by them safety thing. I'm making sure that truck
right,
had that coolant in it. I'm
right,
checking that oil on that dipstick. I'm checking everything.
right,
I'm looking at the tire because why? I don't want to be stranded for like 4 hours out there by myself and love or flyers or one of those mechanics taking forever to come out. So I'm making sure that I cover my ass. So
yeah,
when I do that, man, I feel way better, and they feel way better. They actually could go to sleep at night thinking like we can put trust in Mr. Worthy. That's my last name, Worthy,
mm-hmm.
and they feel like they don't want to. They want to like slow it down. And I don't know if we can look for somebody just like this because I don't think they're gonna I don't think they're going to take care of the truck as much as you would. I'm like,
Right,
okay, well, if
right,
you're going to do it that way, let's go up on the percentage. And everything has been good. So just like you said, yeah, we're looking into progress and
mm-hmm.
educate others on how to go further because we be getting some good loads, man.
Yeah, and see that's what it's all about, bro. As long as y'all are moving those loads, delivering on time, nothing's late, and you guys are kind of catering to the shipper. I just don't like the fact that a broker would and that's one heads up my wife have over any other broker. She cares about the driver.
It get dark enough. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She cares about the
Mm-hmm.
driver. She cares about making sure that they have what they have when they get in because she's been a dispatcher. She lives with a trucker. I've been in this industry going on over 20 years, and so she gets the experience from me of talking and finding out, hey man, what do you think? What did out of this? And then she applies that to her business. And so when she broker loads, she makes sure she finds out all of that vital information that the driver needs.
Yeah,
You get what
yeah.
I'm saying?
And
Not only
I understand. I
she
give her
just don't
all
look
the
at the number,
information.
right?
Right, exactly. That just
Mm-hmm.
don't go off that BOL. I'll let her know. I'll tell her like, so the next time we come in this location, this the number that we need to call. So we won't have to be calling around. So we won't have to be waiting for another 2 hours. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we can, but the detention only pay going to be 25. So waiting 3 hours when we could be up the road for $25.
Mm-hmm.
We could call this number instead.
Do and if you go to a place more than one time, get a number from whoever's in receiving or in
Mm-hmm.
shipping and say, hey man, can I get your number, man, so that if I have a problem or whatever, I can call you and see this and that, or make sure my appointment is scheduled and this and that. But they
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. And then if they have something special going out, sometimes
Yeah,
they'll
that's
call
true.
you. Sometimes they'll call you and say, "Hey, look out, Mr. Green, how you doing? Oh, we good. Hey, I see y'all got a load coming down here for next week. Yes, sir. Hey, man, we got a special load that needs to go back to this point right here. Do you think y'all can drop that and pick this trailer up? It'll be ready." They'll start calling you
Hey, that's a
personally.
good one. I got a better one. A better one would be Trader Joe's got a load going from Daytona to Atlanta, a 6 hour drive. They want to pay $3,000. You just help them, just lift the small pallets in the back. You don't do nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm we did that. I'm in it. We now like 2 weeks later. I'm in Kentucky. They still calling me because I did a good job. Hey, Mr. Worthy, we got a load going from West Palm Beach, Florida, back to Atlanta. Did you mind doing that? We'll pay a little extra because we haven't been calling you lately. I'm like, well, I got another load. I mean, but I thank you though. So you said that's a connection, and I just like
Right.
you, I got that number. I even know the manager at the warehouse at KLB warehouse by name, and she like that. Once you get these manager by names and you smile in their face, they like
Mm-hmm.
that. They feel like they're important now.
Bruh, it's how can I say this, bruh? When you go in there and you're able to run one of those special loads that they call you for, and you go in there and you say, well, I'm going to hit there afternoon. Bruh, I mean, I would go in there and say, hey, man, what do you guys like to drink? You know what I'm saying? Or what's your favorite food? Hey, man, you guys, hey, here's a menu. Pick or order something, and I have Uber delivered. Or, hey, man, I want to get some pizzas delivered. Or, you guys good with that? Have you guys eaten? You dig what I'm saying?
I dig what you're saying.
Yeah, just kind of relationship type of things, bro. And you would, next thing you know, man, y'all will be on a dedicated route for them.
Yep, that's what I was saying. That's the goal, right? That is the goal right there. That's the goal.
Right?
That is the goal.
That's the goal, because at the end of the day, you know, what's better than being on a dedicated route than trying to say, okay, we got a load going here. Okay, what's on the board now? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then them telling you, hey, I'm going to send you from here to West Palm Beach, Florida. We got one coming back from West Palm Beach, Florida. Now they'll say, hey, man, we got these every day, all week. How many trucks
all week?
Got? How many trucks
and you got
got?
the week. Hey, you got the weekends off. It's gonna be listen, that route, you're gonna know your truck stops. You're gonna know your rest stop if you need something. That's the that's kind of the good part or the good perks on having a dedicated route. And you're getting that money on top of that. You get used to it. Man, you start pulling in that thing to the point that you'll need another driver. Just what you say, I need another driver to do this one. I ain't gonna got too comfortable.
Yeah. But man, look, you talking business now. You got everything you need to be that type of truck driver. You got that. You got everything you need to build relationships. You got everything you need, bro, to help that company be successful while working toward getting your own truck. You gotta, you got skills in your pocket. You got skills with everything that you do, bro. And I'm going to just tell you now, man, you're going to be successful, and you are successful in this. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you tapping in. I was just going to sit up here and talk about some of the news stuff that I got on tape.
Nah, man, I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you.
Yeah. Come on in, man, because guess what? I got mamas cooking, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got mamas
familiar
cooking,
with that.
And that's what I'm doing on my podcast. I'm just sprinkling. I'm sprinkling that mama seasoning, and whoever get it. I ain't worried about.
Hey man, I'm talking about to the point, because it's a lot of, like just what we were saying earlier. It's a lot of truckers that don't know how to back in. I'm to the point where I can, I can demonstrate. Especially backing in with this having your door. A lot of people can't even have their door open and back up an 18-wheeler. Like open up your door and looking back. A lot of people can't do that. If it's some type of way that we can have a class, I don't know, maybe in the future or whatever, hypothetically speaking, in the future where we can actually show a class where how to back or how to go forward.
Well,
I don't know, just do something.
Well, I tell you what. You got your phone, or you got a laptop. You can go. I don't know if you have a webcam. You probably purchased it on Amazon, right?
You're right.
And once you put it into your laptop, it'll give you a wide angle lens, right?
Wide angle, okay, yeah.
So once you set that up and you set it up to where I'll tell you, hey, that's a good angle, and you're in your truck, we can be on live and get in your truck and you demonstrate.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm on to that. Yeah. Cause I was looking for that. I was looking for somebody that can correct me. Like, well, you got to go. You can't really see it on this angle. I was kind of looking for a person that, I can definitely do that.
Yeah. And we can do it online. I can give you tips online. You got that camera on there. You know what I'm saying? You could, like, say for instance, you getting ready to back into a spot, right? You can set your camera up far enough away to where it can see the front of your truck backing in.
I see what you're saying.
You have enough room to do whatever it is you need to do, but at the same time, I can see
it.
How
you can see the correction.
In. Right. So then when that happens, also I can give you my phone number, and I can also have I can also be in your ear. See what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? And you could be walking
Mm-hmm.
me through what you're doing, and they'll be able to hear it. You dig
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I go
I
and
did.
that because the way I run it on my board, I can have all of that going at one time.
Okay.
So we can be on my phone. I can have you in the ear. You can have your camera cammed up, just like we cammed up now, right? You just
Right.
click the link, then your camera just show your truck or show the space where you're getting ready to back into, right? And then you start backing in, and you could be narrating, hey man, I'm doing this, I'm doing it, and because we'll be on the phone, and because my Bluetooth is playing through my board, guess what? They'll be able to hear you talk and see you move, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I'll be able to say, okay, see here, because see, for me, backing up is geometry. It's
That was
geometry.
yeah. Yeah. Me too.
It's
I call it that. Yeah.
I never thought, man, in geometry class, I used to be like, man, how's this gonna help me in life? Angles.
Angle. Yeah.
Angles.
I kind of go deeper than that. I kind of say I am the truck type of thing. I am the truck. So when I'm in a tight place, I will it's like you become the water. I become the truck. So I feel like I'm the tire. I feel like I got to just turn that tire. If you turn that wheel just a little bit, the tire's going to turn. And then I feel like if you watch the back of your flip, on the back of that, if you're in a sleeper, if you watch the back of that flip, try to line it up. And then that back side, your very back, where your ABS at.
What's the flip?
The flip was where you're by your fifth wheel. That little gap. Your fairing. Yeah, by your fifth wheel. If you watch that and you watch the corner of your where your ABS at, and if you line it up and just go slow, you'll get it all the time.
Go slow. Backing up is all about going slow, because when I teach, I see it, and I used to do it. I used to do it when I first started driving, because I used to overcorrect.
Mm-hmm.
When all I need to do is just tap it probably about 1/4 of the way, and that trailer start moving back where I need it to be. I used to always, I used to panic. And that's when you start going, right? Now I instruct people, hey man, just tap it and slow down. When you tap it, hit your brakes. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have a truck, when that'll go back on its own. Hey man, just tap it and just gently, and when you start it'll start moving back under your trailer. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, when I teach, I like they always say, it's easy to keep a truck in between the lines. The hardest thing for you to do is going to be able to back in.
That's it.
So I spend all of my time helping guys hit corners without running over the curve, know how to properly turn left or right, going around the tight turn, and backing up. Because those are two of your most hazardous things you can do as a driver. So yeah, man, we can do that, bro. We can do that. Just let me know when you ready. Like I say,
I definitely gonna hit you up, man.
We can do it on a Sunday like this, or we can just record it. We can just get on here and record it and then play it back. You dig what I'm saying? On whatever day you're available. So we especially if you want to do it in the next 2 weeks. I'm on vacation. I'll be here, all day long. And if you hit me up and say, hey man, I'm on the job, I got a little time, even with your phone, you can just sit your phone far off and cam up, and then begin to do what we just talked about doing. The only thing is, if you use your camera phone, I won't be able to talk to you because you're cammed up. But at the end of the day, even if it's just with your phone and you do it, you know what I'm saying? That's all good too. Like I say, in the next 2 weeks, like tomorrow, I'm gonna be dropping news clips. Boom, boom. Because I'm off for 2 weeks. And
okay. So I definitely be hitting you up.
Hit me up.
I got your email, so I definitely gonna be hitting you up. I'm gonna hit you up tonight through the email, and then we could just exchange numbers, and then because I go on the road this week, so I'll hit you up throughout the week then.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And so just hit me up, bro, man. I'm glad you cammed on, and came in, bro. This is what I do it for. I can sit here and talk to myself all day long, but when somebody say, hey man, I got a question I want to talk about, let's go, bro. Put that
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
side. I can do news during the week. You know what I'm saying? I can do 30 minutes of news during the week and hear myself talk. But like I told you, this is the reason why I started the podcast, so I can talk to drivers, I can talk to dispatchers, I can talk to brokers, I can talk to shippers, I can talk to receivers, I can talk to everybody dealing with transportation. But
Yeah, because I talking to my homeboy it was after the fact. I couldn't really talk to him when I was going through it. I want to say he was driving at the same time, because me and him took off at the same time, going through like the different area or almost in the same area. So I really couldn't get like educated on that. I'm like, man, boy, I was scared, boy. My armpits was sweating. Like I
oh
was
yeah,
scared.
oh yeah. But
I
see,
was
guess
scared.
what? But guess what? You know, you need that experience. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
drivers. Man, you would be surprised at how many drivers do not have that over the road experience. I had a conversation with a couple of older guys on my job, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, bro, you been driving for almost 20 years? I say, yeah. He say, bro, what? I say, bro, I done drove everything from flatbed to containers to roll off. Only thing I ain't drove was dump trucks. I done did heavy haul. I done did oversized loads. I done hauled RPG trailers. I done did tankers. I done hauled N2, O2, oxygen. Now I'm in freight.
Then okay with me before we end it live. Before I leave, I done hauled from because I work for the city, and for city I done hauled on low boys, high
Right.
boys, dealing with a 8-speed stick shift, 10-speed stick shift, from backhoe caliper to front hole caliper, front hole loader, back end dump, a flatbed with the muffler on the back, flatbed with the extended 53 or
Yep.
extended 57.
Open up the middle and expand it. Yep.
Yeah, then I went to from dry van. Then I did the flatbed where you got to get all the like crown molding in the middle, so you got to slide all the stuff all the way in the back. From then I went to the airport, start working at the airport, start doing from 5,000 gallon Jet A fuel, from 10,000, then jump from 30, then jump from 70,000. Where they got the 21 tires on there, where you got to get checked in by TSA, because it's so much fuel. So yeah,
Right.
so now I'm back at the dry vans.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, that's what it's all about, bro. Getting your experience. A lot of guys won't get that.
A lot.
But at the same time, they got 15, 16 years at one job.
I knew that. Yeah. And I didn't want to be that though, man. I didn't want to be like just at a one job, and I just know that particular area. By me going to school.
It's good when you're setting yourself up and you're paying stuff off and all of that kind of stuff. But then when it comes to life, it's not. But like I told them, if I'm looking at their life and compared to what I did, I would say, bro, I'd have loved to been here 15, 20 years and built up my pension and my retirement and all of that, because then I would have missed out on a lot of stuff. I missed out on a lot of stuff because I was driving over the road for 13 years. Right? I missed out on a lot of stuff. A lot of family reunions, a lot of birthdays, a lot of, hey man, oh, well, I'm turning 21. I done missed out on a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't work where they worked. Right?
Yep.
But on the flip side of that, because they worked where they worked, they wasn't able to see the hot springs in Colorado.
Yeah.
They weren't able to get out in Utah and look at the salt sand that Utah have. They weren't able to see how pretty Wyoming is in springtime when the grass started coming. They weren't able to see how Parachute, Colorado, at the top. Yeah, they weren't able to see all of that snow and experience and being able to go. Listen, it just all depends. And
or go through Middle Tennessee, where you see those mountains, and going through Kentucky, where different grains of grass just change up automatically, and you can't really park on it because it got the purple flowers in the spring. Nobody can park on them things, and it's so the whole grass is purple. You would think it's not grass, but they straight flowers. How you see the actual sunflower seeds. Not even the cotton fields. And then you start thinking about that jump plays a big part too. When you see those cotton fields,
history. You think about your history.
Boy, hey man, I stopped one time just to pick, and I picked one cotton, and of course, a lot of people don't know they got it got spurs on them things that fuck your hand, and you gotta imagine. Imagine our ancestors had to pick 500 pounds. 500 pounds of that, man.
Let me say this real quick. My son was watching his favorite show one time, and they were singing "Baa Baa Black Sheep," the nursery rhyme song.
Sheep. I heard of it.
Go back and listen to the lyrics in "Baa Baa Black Sheep." I told my wife I never want him to sing that song or listen to that song ever again, because "Baa Baa Black Sheep" was talking about my ancestors, our ancestors, bringing bags of cotton out of the field in to be weighed, and they made it into a nursery rhyme song.
And guess what? They have it on. They got it on the ice cream trucks. So when you go on the ice cream, when you go on, when you go get your kids those ice cream trucks, how them songs play though. Every single song was by a black person.
So that's what I got too, bro. Hey man, like I told you, bro, I was gonna be on here for an hour, but when I got a guest, bro, and we talking good talk, this good knowledge. Hey man, bro, come back. Like I say, cam up anytime.
Yes, sir.
I mostly do this from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sundays. But like I say, I'm off for 2 weeks, so I'm finna be dropping content.
And I was gonna say that too. There's some good contents for the drivers out there today. You know what I'm saying? There's some good content for them now.
I'm finna drop content after content, news after news stuff, and that's what I do too. When I do my news segment, I kind of dig on stuff that people wouldn't necessarily, us as drivers wouldn't have time to listen to. You dig what I'm saying? Like the fact that FMCSA has. They're moving on the fact that they're going in to make sure that all trucks have an engine brake on them. You did what I'm saying? Making sure. So what that mean? That mean that all of the older trucks that don't have engine brake on them, and they're not and they are not
governed.
They're not governed, but most of all not only just governed, that they don't have a computer chip in them in order for them to get the engine brake. Guess where those trucks finna go?
Dang, that's a lot of money, it seems like, too.
Is to the junkyard. They finna go to the junkyard.
You know what? Listen, that can be a play of the self-employed truck driving then. That could be a play. If you know how many old school trucks out here, a lot of people, because those are cheap ways of getting your stuff up and getting on the road real fast. Go get your nice good 18-wheeler Peterbilt, 1998 type of thing. It don't got no governor. You get probably 16,000. Probably got to rebuild a little couple more, but you on the road. And
guess what? It's good. Guess what? It's good for me. Guess why?
Why?
I'm looking to buy 2 sleepers. I mean, two day cabs just from our academy. I ain't hauling no loads. I'm teaching people how to truck.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Bring me those without the engine brake, because guess what? All I'm doing is teaching people how to drive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching people how to drive. So but see, that's the kind of news that I bring and try to put on people's minds and let them be aware of before it just hit them all at one time. Just like the ELDT course. I have been talking about that for 8 months. They put it off. It was supposed to go into effect in 2020. But because of the pandemic, they put it off until 2022. I started honing in on it last year, right around March, April. No, maybe May. I
ain't too much in. You say the ELD, that's the the E-Log?
No, entry level driver training course.
Oh, so what are you talking about? What they want to send? They got to get additional 200 hours or something like that?
No.
No.
If you want to go in and get, they can't be like us walk in, take your CLP test, all of your tests, get your CLP, then go do your behind the wheel. Right? We walked in, did it, went got our license, boom, we good.
That's it. Yeah.
Now, before they give you your CLP, you have to be certified through a registered training program that is certified, that is recognized by FMCSA. You got to go in and take that training course, get certified, then you can get your CLP. But see, what people have been doing is, and where they're confused at, before you need to take that course before you go get your CLP.
Right.
Because the first thing is, it doesn't take away from your time, your 90 days, right? If you go in, listen, if you go in and you get your CLP, you pass all your courses, right? Guess what they gonna say? I can't give you your CLP until you go get certified.
Even if you go get your permit first, if you go get your permit first, and you still gotta get certified.
What that does is now I passed the course, but guess what? My 90 days has started. I got 90 days to go in and get my behind the wheel before I have to start all over.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But now, guess what? Because you don't have the money for what the course costs, and now you're searching, trying to find somebody who will give you do the course.
Time ran out.
Your time is getting ate up. So what my suggestion is, and always going to be, go get your certification first. This is what my podcast is for. Go get your certification first. It's going to do two things. It's not going to take away from your 90 days, and it's going to give you a leg up on passing the test.
So what we need to do, man, okay, we got to work together. We got to work together to amplify this message, to put more light on this message. So that for me.
Listen, listen. I can't do any more. I got commercials. My wife has made commercials.
About to say that, man. I was going to say that. I was going to say like a commercial.
My wife has made commercials about that. I run those commercials. We run it on our platform. We run it. We run those commercials.
I was going to say that.
People do not want to accept the fact that this is what you have to do now. And then when they don't recognize that this is what you have to do, they want to get mad because they have to do it. You have to understand that it can't be all about shits and giggles every night.
Right, man.
It can't be all about It can't be all about, oh, look at her. Oh, she fine. She doing that trucking. She blogging. They're not telling you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not telling you nothing.
They're not giving you that substance, something that's going to value, going to push you, going to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting here telling you what you need to do. My wife's sitting here telling you what you need to do. I'm telling you, go to robertstla.com and we're telling you what you need to do. But people
I'm to the point. Listen, brother, I'm to the point where you say communicate. I be communicating with. I be talking to like the managers inside of the pilot or whatever. I say, man, why the truckers don't have decent food? Why they don't have like Chipotle's or some type of healthy burrito? Why every pilot has, or even Love, or even TA? They don't care. Yeah. One lady said that. One lady said, where we've been having meetings about that, and I'm to the point like, man, what about it? Can we? If we want to show some type of, I don't know, some type of awareness to the driver, can we do that? And the lady was like, yeah. I say, if I can put a flyer and, I don't know, saying something about the drivers or whatever, something good, can we stick it out there? The lady was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So some type of information, how you was saying, I can see like they would need a commercial, and it would have to be like a commercial at a truck stop to get them to listen.
Bruh,
about
I'm with all of that, bro. I'm with all of that.
About the permits.
But I'm with all of that, bro. And you got to understand that people, we as a people, and I'm not talking about just us. I'm talking about the whole society.
Yeah, in general.
We are so hooked on shortcuts. We're so hooked on getting the hookup. That's everybody.
That's deep right there. That's kind of deep right there.
We're so hooked on getting the hookups. And I've talked about You know, we live in an English speaking country. I can't give you the training in your language because I don't speak your language. I speak English.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a question to me, I'm not finna go. I'm not the signs on the street. Everything that you read that you need, from the speeding to off ramp, runaway ramp. If you lose
To
your
four-way stop sign.
They're in what? English.
In English, yeah, English.
They're not in German. They're not in Asian. And there's nothing against any other culture. But if I was in Germany, I would have to learn German because all of their safety signs are in German.
Yeah, and there ain't no shortcut way of learning that language. And if it was, you're gonna slip up somewhere because
no, it ain't no shortcut for them changing their signs to German, English, and Spanish.
Right? Yeah, you're right. Ain't no shortcut. Yeah,
I have to learn German.
Yeah, you have to learn it. Yeah.
So we have to train you in English so that this is the reason why they put the certification in place, is so that you can be safe on the road. The public can be safe in knowing that you have been trained behind the wheel. So at the end of the day, this is what we do here on the podcast. Mm-hmm. This is what we do. We bring information that you can use. I laugh and talk all day long, but I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to entertain you with this knowledge. I got a young man that I talked to through message on TikTok.
Okay.
And the reason why I hit him because he's a fitness guy in the truck.
I thought of that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, right. I know what you're talking
about. So and hold on, wait a minute, because I want to shout him out. I want to shout him out because what he does is he let me see his name. Hold on. I got DaveFatToFit.com. That's his name on TikTok. Dave Fat to Fit. Oh, did he go out? But shout out to Dave Fat to Fit on TikTok. So I'm gonna have him on, and he's got him back. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. DaveFatToFit.com. That's his name on TikTok. I'm going to have him on in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Whenever he scheduled. Hold on, he just scheduled. Boom, he must be listening. What's up, Dave?
Yeah, he must be.
Hey, click the link if you want. The link in the if you want to. But man, appreciate you listening in. Let me see what date. May 15th. Oh, we want May 15th.
So I got to be there because I definitely love to get on
jump in. Get in the chat. Once I get through interviewing him, I put the link in there. You can come in, ask some questions, and all that kind of stuff. And you know what I'm
I got some questions.
But he gonna be on May. He just scheduled for May 15th.
Okay, I'm gonna have to mark that down too. I already got my notifications for you.
Bro, because that's what it's all about, bro. I'm trying to teach people how, man, I gained 80 pounds. Maybe more than that. Over 13 years. I started driving trucks, I was 210. When I left, I was 290.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
It did no good because I was so happy with being at home. I was like, oh, man, I'm finna kick my feet up. I ain't doing nothing but going out this weekend. I wasn't doing no working out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to see how this brother stays fit. He got products, and I can't say I use them, but I'm gonna let him say, hey, man, this is what I do. Because we all got to say, okay, what's your nugget? What's your nugget? Because I need to get healthy. What's your nugget? And that's why I pull people and I follow people on TikTok. People think, sometimes the women think that when I hit them on TikTok, oh, he flirting. Man, I ain't flirting with you. You still new to me. You still new to me, new to us in this industry. And so when you see a woman pulling the load, when you see a woman pulling dropping cars, when you see a woman dropping and hooking, when you see a woman tarping, bro, that's new to me still.
Yeah.
I want to know what your story is.
Yeah, I be that when I see a female that be dropping these charts, it's actually inspirational. It make me want to like, you know what, she can do it, I can do it type of thing. I don't see nothing bad when I see her. I get inspiration when I see a
It
woman.
ain't nothing bad, bro. I wanna celebrate you. I wanna put you
Mm-hmm.
on a pedestal. I put my wife on a
And
pedestal.
and interview you and say how you got into what made you want to do this. Like, you know,
Your story.
yeah,
Your story.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like Dave Fat the Fit, I want to know his story because I know he didn't start off in trucking. He started off something. I'm assuming, but I assume he started out in another career, got into trucking, and he's going to take it somewhere else, right?
Yeah, yeah. Elevation.
That's your storyline. That's what I want. People think that people don't hear them. I hear you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you because I am you. I started this because I wanted people to hear me. And then care if you like what you heard or not. You can accept or reject it.
Right.
But then I say it's people like me that people need to hear. They need to hear their story. They need to hear how they persevered. They need to hear how they mama adopted 3 kids on top of having 6 of her own.
Yeah.
They need to hear those stories. They need to hear those backstories. And that's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm here for. Say, bro, I appreciate you coming in.
No problem, man.
Hey, jump on anytime you see that notification. Jump on anytime you think, hey, man, you doing one this week. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you.
Hey, I'm definitely gonna stay in contact with you, so I'll be in the email. Definitely, I'll gonna stay in contact.
Hit me up. We got some. We're gonna need to talk about that business stuff behind the scenes. You know, get your people whatever, and I'm gonna let you know what to do. And man,
Gotcha.
I appreciate you tagging in, jumping in. Hey, man, have a safe week.
Yes,
Get
sir.
out there,
You too.
make that money, build your future, build your legacy, build your business, and do what you do at the same time. Hey, pay homage to your homeboy. Hey, keep doing what you do with him. Guess what? Everybody gonna win. It's enough out here for us to eat. It's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
appreciate it, man. And salute to you. I will be getting back to you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Take care, bro.
All right, we holler at you, Oliver. Yes, sir. Yo, that's what I'll be talking about. I don't care what I got on tap. When you chime in, hey, news can go to the background. I can get news to you all day long. I can drop news segments. Boom, 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 boom. I'm still gonna get you what you need to know. But when you get people drop in like that, they got questions that we can chop it up and do that. That's what I'm here for. So, hey, man, with that being said, hey, I'm going to jump up out of here. I want to say thank you guys for listening. Thank you for DaveFatToFit.com for coming in. Hey, next week, on Mother's Day, I will have a young lady in. She has an organization, Exceeding Autism, for all of my truckers who have kids with this gift. Autism is a gift. It's a gift. All my truckers, y'all gonna need to tune in next week because she has a program called Exceeding Autism. I'm gonna have her on. We're going to talk about autism. We're going to talk about what her organization does. And I'm going to help her give you tips for having a gifted child and being on the road and helping out your spouse to help with that gifted child. She's going to give you some tips. Even if you're taking a gifted child on the road with you, she's going to give you some tips on how to keep them safe and keep all of the sensory things that you need for that gifted child. We're going to get some tips from her. Miss Nitra Colbert is going to be on the Freight Trapping Podcast next week. Exceeding Autism. Hey, man, I need you guys here. You guys have a good night, and I will see you guys next time.